Hello? It's for Dorothy. I think it's Glenn.
That's the 4th time he's called today. Well, you know what we're supposed to tell him. Go on.
Hello? Dorothy's not home and she's never coming home again. Now don't call here anymore. This is Rose. Who is this? Mr. Yamamoto from the school district.
Rose.
I'm so sorry. I thought you were the man Dorothy's having the affair with. Oh, Dorothy, you scared me. What are you doing up so late?
Honey, do you know what's behind that wall that you're banging on?
A lateral fusion pipe.
And do you know what's on the other side of that lateral fusion pipe?
No.
My head! An aphrodisiac. It's a substance that makes you feel sexy.
Really?
Yes.
Like what?
Like Spanish fly.
Spanish flies.
Fly, Rose. One fly.
Oh, come on, Dorothy. I've been to Spain. It's not the cleanest country in the world. They've got thousands of flies. Valencia alone.
It is not a fly, Rose.
Spanish fly is not a fly?
No.
What is it?
It's a beetle.
They call it a fly, but it's really a beetle?
Yes.
How do they know it's Spanish?
Because it wears a little sombrero, Rose.
I know how we could make the time go faster. We could sing a work song like they do on the railroad. Just follow my lead. Gonna stuff a chicken.
Gonna stuff the chicken.
Like my mama taught me.
Like my mama taught me.
Gonna take the chicken down to Mississippi.
Rose, just stuff it. Rose, what in hell are you doing? It is 2 a.m.
Well, I couldn't sleep, so I decided to get up and make a batch of Sparehöven Krispies. It's an ancient Scandinavian midnight snack.
I guess after a night of pillaging and raping, a Viking wants a little something to go with his cocoa.
Well, the smell got awful.
Yeah, just when you're about ready to throw up from the stench, that's when they're done. Who wants some?
Rose, if these had been offered to the Donner Party, they still would have eaten each other.
Don't be silly, Dorothy. They're delicious. You just have to know how to eat them. You hold your nose with one hand, and you pop a Crispy in your mouth with the other. That tastes like cheesecake, fresh strawberries, and chocolate ice cream.
My gosh, you're right. That is the best thing I have ever tasted.
Oh, this is delicious.
Hey, give me a break. You can't smell that from the hall.
Blanche, have you seen my teddy bear, Fernando? He's missing. I've had him since I was 6 years old. I have to find him. I just have to.
Dorothy, I have a confession to make. Rose didn't lose Fernando. I gave him to Daisy when she was helping out with the rummage sale.
Well, then there's no problem, honey. Just call Daisy and get Fernando back. She's a very sweet kid. She'll understand.
I tried that. She said no.
What do you mean?
She's not a sweet kid anymore. She's holding Fernando for ransom.
Come on.
Dorothy, she sent me one of his ears.
Well, kid, what do you want?
I changed my mind. I was wrong to ask for all those gifts.
Dorothy, you see, I knew she'd come to her senses.
I decided cash is better. That way I can buy exactly what I want.
I'll get my purse.
No, Blanche, I'm not going to let you do that. I've been doing a lot of thinking, and if after all the years of love and companionship, Fernando and I are meant to part company, I'll just have to accept that. Time to time, life deals you an unfriendly hand. There's nothing you can do about it. I guess there's a lesson to be learned here. Sometimes life just isn't fair, kiddo. Come on, if I give it a try.
Oh, for heaven's sake, go on.
No, Dave, I better do this by myself. You might get hurt. 3, 4.
Traitor,
Tramp.
backstabber.
Home wrecker.
Indian giver. I'm sorry, I just got caught up in the moment.
Slut.
Trash.
Now, girls, settle down before you say something you'll both regret.
The point is, Rose, you do this kind of stupid thing all the time. And if you're not doing something stupid, you're saying something stupid, or wearing something stupid, or cooking something stupid.
Rose, what do you think of Blanche saying these things?
I think she's a Gurkhana knocking.
Well, what exactly does that mean?
Literally, it's the precise moment when Dog Dude turns white.
Rose, if you say one more of those stupid words, so help
blow it
me.
out your tube and burbles.
Hi. You're Blanche's daughter, the model. What did she model? Car covers?
You'll have to forgive my mother.
It's just that we didn't expect you to be this fat.
When I had a severe attack of writer's block, my head was devoid of all ideas and thoughts.
That happens to me a lot.
Do you write?
No. Why do you ask? In the first panel, it says Sonia Klingenhofer in big letters, and the O has pigtails.
What's in the second panel, Rose?
Sonia's walking down this country road, and there's this group of children laughing at her. And in the bubble coming out of her mouth, it says, "It's not funny. You try getting white bread and mayonnaise out of your braces." And then in the third panel,
Rose, how many panels are there?
16. And then in the next panel,
Could you just tell us the gist of the story?
oh, fine, but then you'd miss the joke between the two crows on the telephone wire.
The gist of the story, Rose.
Well, in the last panel, Sonia tells her mother, and her mother understands.
If my foot wasn't asleep, I wouldn't ask this. What exactly was it Sonia told her mama?
The joke between the two crows. I knew you'd beg to hear it.
That's it. Get out!
But,
Get out!
oh, my nose.
Are you all right, honey?
Wonderful, wonderful. I always wanted to have a nose like Joe Frazier.
Ma, how long were you listening at the door?
I wasn't listening at the door.
Oh, then why was your face pressed against the crack?
That's what the crow said.
Get out!
You know, with all the work I put in on this campaign, I might as well run for fashion show chairman myself. What's so funny?
You, Rose, you can't be fashion show chairman. Well, you thought Giorgio Armani was a puppet on Ed Sullivan.
Does that mean you don't think I'm smart enough for the job?
Well, no, I think you're smart enough. You just have no taste.
Okay, girls, which goes better, the silver chain or the pearls?
The chain.
An amateur's mistake. Can't you see that the chain accentuates the many folds of that turkey-like neck?
Well, that may be, but the pearls draw attention to the non-existent bosom.
Yes, but the chain leads the eye even lower to that huge spare tire. jutting out over those square, manly hips.
Why don't I just wear a sign that says too ugly to live?
Look, I'm not going out with him. You go, Blanche.
What?
Well, you like him. I know you do, so you go.
What? I couldn't.
Of course she couldn't.
You stay out of this, darling.
Well, why not? It's all over between us. He'll know that tonight.
It's impossible. I feel like a
A backstabbing slut?
no.
Then please go for me. I'll feel better knowing this thing is finally over with.
Well, since you put it that way, but only as a personal favor to you, honey. Well, I guess I better go get dressed.
Thank you, Blanche. Can you believe that backstabbing slut?
Rose, I tried to be positive, but it was lousy.
Dorothy, in times like these, you have to hold on to your faith. Just like Hans Gluckenflanken, St. Olaf's greatest explorer.
Rose, please, let me have a little recovery time before you start a St. Olaf story.
You see, Hans Gluckenflanken set out for Florida to find the fountain of intelligence. Unfortunately, when he got to Duluth, he took a left instead of a right, and he wound up back in St. Olaf. That's how he got his nickname, Wrong Way Gefluckenflanken.
Rose, how is this a story about faith?
Well, when he got back, it was the dead of winter. Tired and hungry, but still clinging to his belief that he would find the fountain of intelligence, he saw the miracle water trickling out of the ground, and he fell to his knees and tasted it. Unfortunately, it was a broken sewer main. 2 days later, he died of cholera.
What is the point, Rose?
He was positive he had found the fountain of intelligence. In fact, his dying words were, "I think I've learned something from this."
Can I help you?
I think so. I have a 2:00 appointment for an AIDS blood test. My name is... Well, it's...
You know, we encourage anonymity, so if you'd like to give us a fictitious name for our files.
Oh, that'd be great. Dorothy's Bornak.
And lotion, chapstick, and half a dozen cheap tawdry romance novels.
Well, then we're all set. We have everything we need for the cruise.
Girls, listen, maybe we don't have everything we need.
But what are we missing?
Well, we are going away for a romantic weekend to the Bahamas with Jeff and Rich and Randy. In this day and age, it might be a good idea to take along some protection.
What kind of protection?
2 armed Pinkerton guards. No, Blanche is talking about...
A Nestle's Crunch?
one over.
An enema bag?
To the right.
Didn't you, Grip?
Condoms, Rose! Condoms! Condoms! Condoms!
Calm down, lady. You just get out of prison?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, it's not a bad idea, but I'm a little embarrassed.
Oh, me too.
Embarrassed? Well, there's no reason to be embarrassed. Now, these are discreet professionals. This is a private matter. Whatever we buy is nobody's business but our own. I'd like a package of these, please.
And, I'll take these.
No, thank you.
Now, that wasn't so bad, was it?
Joe, I need a price check on some condoms. These 3 ladies here want a couple of boxes of the King George prophylactics.
Lambskins are the ultra-sensitive.
2 of them have the lambskins, and the blonde has the ultra-sensitive in black.
So So there's this cognitive dissonance between her actual and her ideal self, which causes her to be practically dysfunctional. But of course, I'm no psychologist.
No, you're a nitwit. How come you know those words?
Blanche, come on, it's not nice calling her a nitwit, but since the cat's out of the bag, how do you know those words?
I guess it's from reading the American Journal of Abnormal Psychology. It's published in St. Olaf, you know. In fact, my Uncle Gunter used to be the editor.
And what were you, the centerfold? I'm sorry, but I refuse to believe you have ever read a scientific journal.
Believe what you want, see if I care. Hypersexual bitch.
Blanche, we're getting married.
Well, that's impossible, Clayton. Brothers can't marry sisters. Oh, that's right, you're from the South.
And the winner is Betty White, the Golden Girl.